When you are buying a property in Dubai real estate for the first time, you will come across a bunch of words which may seem super confusing but hold huge importance when you are transacting the first property. These terms include SPA, freehold, leasehold, off-plan, title deed, and few more. It is important to understand the significance of each of these terms and at what stage of the transaction are these terms used. Hi everyone, myself Chelsea Kukreja, your Dubai real estate expert, and in this video I'll be discussing few of the major real estate terms and the abbreviations which is being used generally by the developers, especially if you're purchasing an off-plan property, and what is the significance of these terms. So stay tuned in the entire video, keep sharing, liking and subscribing. So the first term is off-plan property, the most common used term. It refers to an under construction property, a property which you will get the handover of not immediately but in few months or in few years. These properties usually come with an interest-free payment plan from the developer, and you do not need to give entire money upfront for these properties. And these are the ones which appreciate the most in value once you get the possession of these properties. Next is leasehold and freehold properties. So leasehold properties are the ones that you lease for a certain period of time, let's say 99 years. And once the lease is over, the property goes back to the original owner. So this is the type of property that does not pass on to your generations. Next is freehold properties. So freehold properties are the ones on which you have full control even on the land, and the ownership stays with you and is passed on to your future generations. So these are the properties most commonly sold in Dubai to international buyers. Next is URF, RF or booking form. All of these terms mean the same thing, which is basically your registration form which is given by the developer right at the time of purchasing the property. Once you pay the token amount to the developer, you get this booking form or unit reservation form. It usually includes the unit details, project details, developer's bank account details, escrow account details, and some terms and conditions related to buying the unit. Next is DLD, which is your Dubai Land Department, a government body that takes care of all real estate transactions in Dubai. So you will hear you have to pay 4% DLD fees at the time of booking of your property. Now this 4% is basically the registration fees of your property in the UAE. So this is what you pay to Dubai Land Department, and it comes down to be 4% of the total value of the property. Next is SPA. So SPA is the sale and purchase agreement, which is the official contract you sign when you buy a property. It's a legal document between you and the developer that details everything from the price, payment plan, and what happens if either side doesn't follow the rules. Once it is signed, the deal is official and it is protected by the law. This is that document that lists down all the conditions of your property, a termination clause, post handover conditions, service charges, everything is laid out in this document, which is usually 100-page long, and developer usually gives you 2 copies for you to sign, and then it is executed with the developer and sent back to you with the executed copy. Next is Oqood. Oqood or initial contract of sale. This is the main ownership document that confirms the ownership of your property in the UAE if you're buying an off-plan property. Now this document usually comes within 3 months from the date of booking and is sent to you directly by the DLD on your email. This is the document which you use if you want to apply for golden visa or if you want to prove your ownership anywhere of the property in the UAE. So once the property is ready to move and all the money is paid to the developer, that is when you get a title deed of the property, which is the main binding document for a ready property. Then we have escrow. So escrow is a unique bank account for a particular project which is given by the government to the developer. Now this is the bank account where you pay all of your off-plan installments, and this bank account protects all of your money in under construction properties because it is governed by the government, and developers can only take out money from this bank account once they have completed certain progress in construction. They have to submit it to the DLD, and then DLD releases funds for further construction. Next is NOC. NOC is basically a no objection certificate which you need from the developer when you are selling your property. Without this certificate, usually you cannot get any property transacted on your name with the government. You have to complete the required steps which are given by the developer in order to obtain the NOC, and is usually given to you after you complete a certain percentage of your installments, which could be 30%, 40%, 50%, in some cases even 100%. Next is POA. So POA means power of attorney, and this is applicable when you cannot be physically present in Dubai and you want to make a resale transaction. Then in that case you need to appoint somebody in Dubai as your POA, power of attorney, who has the right to complete the sale transaction on your behalf. Making a POA is extremely easy and you can do it by sitting in any corner of the world. It just requires a video call in front of the notary and you can apply it online. There are certain websites including just POA. It is not important in case of primary properties which you buy directly from the developer, because entire process is taken care of by the developer and you can complete any documents from anywhere in the world. You do not need to be physically here. However, it's most applicable when you are buying a secondary property or a property which is on resale. In that case, your presence is required, or you can send a POA on your behalf. Next is DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. So DEWA is the one that provides your property's electricity and water. When you move in, you need to open a DEWA account to start using these services, and make sure that the previous owner or your tenant has paid the previous DEWA bills before you take over. I hope this was an insightful video for you and you learned a lot of new words. If you are looking for a property investment in Dubai or a home that you can call yours, get in touch with me. My handles are given below, my WhatsApp, LinkedIn and Instagram links. Me or my team will get back to you and will come with an expert advice that can multiply your investment. I help my investors end to end, from choosing the right property to managing the property and ultimately selling it at a profit. So it's a one-stop solution for anybody investing in UAE real estate. This is Chelsea Ukreja signing off from today's video. Staying tuned on this channel for a lot more videos coming up related to Dubai and Dubai real estate in general. See you in the next video. Keep sharing, liking and subscribing.